Breaking: top Trump advisor connected to George Soros. What should Trump do? One of the greatest challenges President Trump currently faces is dealing with administrators who do not share his views on American policy. The president relies on the expertise of longtime government officials, some of whose loyalties lie elsewhere. Since adding H.R. McMaster to the administration, Trump and the National Security Advisor have had their ideological differences. Now, has revealed that McMaster was recently employed at a think tank with ties to Hungarian billionaire George Soros, one of the biggest opponents of President Trump's agenda. From September 2006 to February 2017, H.R. McMaster was a member and senior consulting fellow at the International Institute for Strategic Studies, IIS, a think tank with offices in Washington, D.C., Singapore, and Bahrain. IIS has a mission to promote the adoption of sound policies to further global peace and security and maintain civilized international relations. However, IIS's stances on major foreign policy issues are at odds with the platform on which Donald Trump ran his campaign. Most notably, IIS supported the Obama administration brokered Iran nuclear deal and has denied charges that the Iranian government has violated its end of the agreement. This is a deal which President Trump has continually denounced. That the Iran deal bans U.S. nuclear inspectors from examining Iran's nuclear sites and lifts sanctions that will ultimately give them as much as $150 billion money that Obama admitted would likely be used to finance terrorism. Not surprisingly, Trump called the Iran deal the worst deal ever. Nevertheless, the president recertified the deal last month, contrary to his repeated promise on the campaign trail to nullify it. McMaster's presence in the White House gives further understanding as to perhaps why President Trump has made such a great reversal on the Iran issue. McMaster was one of the leading voices in Trump's circle of advisors urging the president to recertify the nuclear deal. McMaster has also been accused of purging the Trump administration of officials who follow the president's lead of taking a tough stance against Iran. Just recently, McMaster removed Trump aide Ezra Cohen-Watnick from the National Security Council. Cohen-Watnick is one of the most notable anti-Iran hawks in the White House. NSA advisor H.R. McMaster has ties to a think tank connected to Hungarian billionaire George Soros. Do you think this affects his work as National Security Advisor? Other prominent aides removed by McMaster include Derek Harvey, who held the Middle East portfolio at NSE, and Rich Higgins, who served as the NSE's Director of Strategic Planning. In each case, McMaster has replaced the Iran hardliners with officials whose views on Iran more closely align with his own and with IIS's. Not only has IIS been critical of President Trump's approach to Iran, they also receive money from George Soros. IIS has received money from the Plowshares Fund, a controversial group that helped market the Iran deal during Obama's presidency. Plowshares is in turn financed by George Soros's Open Society Institute. How the Open Society Institute regularly contributes to leftist political causes in candidates around the world. It appears Trump's America First policy is being thwarted at every turn by his national security advisor. The president will soon have to decide whether the experience McMaster brings to the table is worth alienating his base and hindering his goals in the Middle East.